Let's see. This one is for Chris and Romeo. What is happening specifically with buyers? First and foremost, what percentage is no longer moving and or able to qualify? And then are some happy to have less competition for the listings? What are you doing as far as being able to, where you used to physically show homes? Romeo.
Okay. So like I mentioned earlier, buyers who are still in the market and able to buy are really finding that they're able to compete in this market right now because there are less buyers. I think those industries that have been hit hard, specifically like the service industries, those buyers are not on the market right now. Obviously, some other buyers who had to shift positions. There's a couple of months they have to wait as well to be able to have those paychecks to be able to qualify and so forth. So I think what's happening is a lot of the buying season is being shifted. And I think Chris mentioned earlier about expecting a big third and especially fourth quarter. And I think that's what's going to happen is a lot of this demand is going to get shifted. But there are still buyers out there because buyers who aren't at risk of losing their job, buyers who are already work remote, so it hasn't disrupted their way of living and their livelihood. So we're seeing a drop in the number of active buyers, but at the same time, we're still seeing a healthy number of transactions because again, like I mentioned earlier, there was just been so much pent up demand, and not just this year, but pent up demand that's been building for several years.
Yeah. Chris, and let me ask you, Chris, I know before this hit, we were at, correct me if I'm wrong, Romeo, but I think we were at 1.5 months of inventory, and a balanced market is 6 months. So it was a pretty heavy seller's market. Chris, can you tell us where you were at in Houston and what's happening with the Houston market?
Yeah, we were at, before this all happened, we were at about a 2.4 months of inventory, which is still a heavy seller's market. And though we have seen some buyers decide to hold off, and really they haven't decided to hold off forever. They've decided to hold off until they see it's like a wait and see environment. I guarantee there's not going to be 6 months worth of inventory. This is not like 2008 when all of a sudden the capital markets froze and all of a sudden, the sky is falling. Everybody's like, oh gosh, what do we do? I'm checking out of the business, whatever. This is a temporary storm, right? This is something that is happening momentarily in a very strong economy. And so I think while we've seen a slowdown with the buyers, the inventory is going to stay pretty much in the seller market category. So I want all of our listeners who have logged on that are in the business to understand that this is momentary, and we have an underlying strong foundation in the housing market that is going to make it surge forth again. So stay tuned. That's all I got to say about that.